pleasure it is to watch this man work.
Oh, Jhon in control. Jhon with hand control.
Ladies and gentlemen, crossover has started from other strength sports into arm wrestling. And this young man is one of the very best to take that step. Welcome the internet sensation back to East versus West. Welcome, Leonidas Arcona!
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, Annie up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre, I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura got a glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that
Strength sensation Leonidas Arcona awaits his opportunity at East versus West, and it is about to come towards him. Ladies and gentlemen, in the game of iron arms, there are many who play, but only one can be the best. This man is that man. In a career spanning over 40 years, his record is unmatched. His performances simply imperious. Representing and hailing from the United States of America, welcome the greatest arm wrestler of all time, the Perfect Storm, Jhon brezenk.
Ladies and gentlemen, pat yourself on the back. What an entrance for the GOAT.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Leonidas Arcona and the Perfect Storm, Jhon brezenk, finally get to the table. Who will rise? North American Vengeance, East versus West 14 here in Orlando, Florida. Brezenk in the red sleeve with blue base. The blue sleeve is filled out by the massive arms of Leonidas Arcona. a strength prodigy entering the sport of arm wrestling and making massive waves. None would be bigger than the wave created should he gain a victory here today against Jhon brezenk. Brezenk may be in his twilight years in the sport, but his repertoire is ridiculous, his accolades unmatched, and every single arm wrestler ever to do it looks upon this man as their guidance and their light. Travis Bajan, here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute time we are in. And Jhon brezenk promised a more aggressive Jhon brezenk than we've seen the last couple of times. What a pleasure it is to watch this man work.
Oh, Jhon in control. Jhon with hand control.
We go high, and brezenk, known for that incredible power in the hand and wrist, and starts to apply that pressure early. He's looking to be efficient in this match. Climbs a little. There's the walk. In the words of No Limits Devon Larratt, who sat right at the side of me watching, both of us watching our hero, always be climbing. And that is exactly what Jhon brezenk did there, Dev.
Absolutely, Jhon taking the high spot early from Leonidas at 60 years of age, continuing to fight at a world level. 45 years of dominance in the sport. Jhon brezenk versus Leonidas Arcona of Germany. Meteoric rise from Leonidas.
And this man is unbelievably powerful on and off the arm wrestling table. A real high strength pedigree, physically powerful man.
But he is facing the textbook, the gold standard of arm wrestling in Jhon brezenk, created on the arm wrestling table.
Here we go. Leonidas Arcona, Jhon brezenk.
Leonidas could be a real problem here. That strap, the lat drag, watch the power. Leonidas looking super strong here.
Jhon staying close to his body.
brezenk trying to edge his way through the match. Leonidas will want this to go long.
Jhon looking good.
Watch
Jhon
for
looking
brezenk.
good. Jhon looking very good. Starting to close. That's it. That's it.
Listen to the reaction here inside the Sheraton as Jhon brezenk takes control of the first round match. Foul call on Leonidas.
A master class there in the strap, the high side pressure, the beautiful patience. But keep in mind, all of those situations should have added up to an easy side pressure victory. This guy, Leonidas, is super strong, ladies and gentlemen. Not that it's a task that can't be done, but just make sure that you show the proper respect. If the GOAT is able to get this done, not that it's already not cemented, but it'll just be another notch of what an incredible human being, what a mentor, what a hero he has been to the American arm wrestler.
The legendary perfect storm, Jhon brezenk. One more time, he gets to entertain the fans of arm wrestling and strength sport globally here at East versus West. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by 9 Line Apparel, the Beard Struggle, Gold Star Coffee, Grip Arm Sport by Core Sports. This magnificent card put together.
False start there from Leonidas.
Bump, and you can't knock him there. And he's away good again, and that's much better from our corner. He starts to make the drive there, and Jhon brezenk with the transition. brezenk switches things up and hits that hole. Leonidas feels like he's equal to it.
Jhon has him in the hook. Leonidas trying to work out of it. Not getting through.
Make some noise, United States of America!
Corner getting into a fabulous position there. Massive hand dominance And John Brzenk comes the perfect storm. John Brzenk with the transition, sweetly timed, magnificently taken. Brzenk still has miles to go, but he starts wonderfully with a brutal transition. Look at this. Evidence of the mastery of this sport which he has dominated. There's the transition, there's the press, there's the pin for the silver-haired John Brzenk, 60 years of age, 45 years of magnificence.
An incredible turnaround of that match, coming back from an almost impossible position. John Brzenk, endurance will become a factor. The younger athlete icing up his arm in between rounds. John looking good.
John started so incredibly well, but as we look at him in the corner, he was put into a horrific position by Leonidas our corner. And Leonidas so powerful and so enduring. This guy lives in the gym. He's used to long, drawn-out training sessions. We are in one. This time, it is at the arm wrestling table, far less familiar territory for our corner. But right now, he looks like he's not breathing heavily. He's pacing around, and he can't wait to get back up there. In the words of Monster Michael Todd, exciting times.
What an incredible match. John Brzenk at 60 years of age, continuing to lead the sport of arm wrestling as we move forward. East versus West 14 here in Orlando, Florida. What an epic event.
Let's try our best, ladies and gentlemen. Try our best up here as a sports announcer to take off the hero glasses and understand what just took place in round one. John Brzenk, 100% in control. We saw him in a hook. We saw him in a full hand top roll. We saw him lose his hand and then come up with a desperation. And when I say desperation, because I've seen this man arm wrestle and seen him do that 6 times over the 600,000 matches that he has had. This is a monumental task for John Brzenk, because one thing about arm wrestling that I have learned, once that hand and wrist is compromised, whether on your own or not, and you force through it and push through it with the wrist back, it usually, ladies and gentlemen, results in that hand and wrist being compromised for the rest of this bout. Does the young man have enough experience? Does he understand when he gets the hand and wrist, when it's taken, where his upper body needs to be to prevent the Goat from once again driving sideways without the hand and wrist? If I am Arconas's corner, I am very happy with the way round one transpired.
Here we go. Brzenk here in the red sleeve. Would love to gain some kind of hand and wrist dominance there. Our corner makes the running early, and it is Leonidas, our corner, driving down. John Brzenk hangs on to it and tries to time the movement. He's waiting for the bigger, arguably more powerful man to make that adjustment, and then he will go to work. Now it begins. Brzenk tries to amend his position.
John standing tall. There it is once again. Into the hook.
Brzenk hits the hook, tightens and can
There we go.
starts to drive, starts to apply the pressure.
There we go. One more time. One more time. One more time.
And John, the perfect storm blows through the competition. One more round required for John Brzenk, and the crowd inside the Sheraton ignites. The perfect storm, wonderful, magnificent display of arm wrestling, seeking position, seeking authority, stamping that authority down, and secures the win here. Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained by the greatest that has ever done it? Make some noise for a magnificent round two from Jhon brezenk.
And you're fighting sideways, you can almost I know it's hard, but let go and slide that thumb just a teeny little bit.
Place is going crazy. No limits, Devon Larratt. My voice is blown to pieces, and I could not care less.
Looking at Leonidas Arcona, his physique, there is likely not a single lift, not a single movement that can be measured that Leonidas Arcona does not outmatch Jhon brezenk. Yet Jhon brezenk continuing to find victory into the second round. 1 round away for one giant notch in the greatest belt. One more victory, 3 rounds, 3 wins is all that is required to seal this deal.
He's not up there, getting up there first.
Jhon brezenk not quite looking like Camille Jablonski, but definitely showing the youth in action here. Ladies and gentlemen, if it happens again and I catch one person still seated, you are out of here.
Here we go. No limits, Devon Larratt. Travis the Beast Bajan looking upon a man they have admired throughout their career, as are the rest of us and all of you at home. Jhon brezenk leads by 2 pins here in North American Vengeance, Orlando, Florida. And the manner in which he has gained those 2 pins is the very reason why he is recognized as the greatest of all time. 60 years of age, and he crafts 2 victories against an unbelievably powerful opponent, utilizing everything he possibly can at the arm wrestling table.
I feel like I've said this many times. What you are witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, will not continue. One of these days will be this gentleman's last time. If this could be it, get on your feet, show your love for the greatest arm wrestler that has ever lived in Jhon brezenk.
Here we go. We are underway, and the strap constricts and tightens, restricting the movement of brezenk, and he hovers, sits above the bar. Leonidas Arcona driving, powering backwards, but brezenk equal to it, and he starts to breathe a little more evenly.
Yes.
Looking to tighten his way back into this match and time it correctly. Little mistime there, and punctuates it by hanging back. Needs to try to put some more miles on the clock before he makes that transition. And Arcona is waiting him out. There's the win! Ladies and gentlemen, the perfect score! Jhon brezenk with the win! Jhon brezenk one more time! Jhon brezenk, the greatest arm wrestler.
Hey, the GOAT can do what the fuck GOAT wants to do. So many people picked you and picked Leonidas as huge favorite in this match. But you came ready. What changed everything?
It didn't go like the way I envisioned it. I didn't think I had that in me to do that crazy flop wrist press stuff, but you guys all helped to accomplish that feat. My corner, now. Any other time I would have said, screw that. But thank you.
Listen, that's what you learned in 45 years of arm wrestling. You stop with the top roll, then you get in a hook, then you go for a top roll, lose the wrist, and then you press him.
No, hopefully that's the last time I have to pull that move off. I don't like it.
Listen, John, maybe the match didn't go as planned, but you win on home, so look at this crowd.
I feel like Donald Trump.
Oh man, you know, from me and from everyone, it's an honor. Every time you go on table, we love to see you win. We don't want to ever see you lose.
This has done some damage. I'm gonna need at least a couple months before I think about stepping back up on the table. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Jhon brezenk!